Now, example 4 gets into the concept of being coterminal. Depending on which angle which kind of, if you're in degrees or radians, that's going to measure. That's going to matter as far as how we produce an answer. Because essentially, you know, if I just truly want to find an angle that is coterminal with another angle, I'm either going to add 360 or subtract 360 or multiples of 360 from it or to it, depending on the situation. Or if in radians, I'm going to be adding or subtracting multiples of 2 pi to get angles that are coterminal with it. Sometimes they're very specific, like this one, about what kind of angle we're looking for, what kind of characteristics it should have. So it says find the radian measurement of an angle in standard position that has a measure between 0 and 2 pi and is coterminal to the angle given. So you have negative 120 degrees. Now it's a negative degree measurement, so it's not in standard position. So if I subtract 360 from, I'm just going to have more negative angles. I don't want a negative angle. I want something between 0 and 2 pi. Those are positive angles. So I would add 360 to it and get 240 degrees, and then I would convert that to radians, and that's 4 pi over 3. As far as 20 pi over 7 goes, 20 pi over 7 is more than 2 pi. 2 pi would be 14 pi over 7. Okay? When you deal with radian measurement, you have to still know your fraction rules pretty well. It makes it a heck of a lot easier if you know how to handle fractions and um, put it in simplest form, be able to get common denominators, recognize, fractions of the same value with different denominators, that sort of thing. So all those topics you learned about in your elementary, middle school, and maybe even early high school days are still important, and you still need to be aware of them. So I do know that 20 pi over 7 is more than 2 pi. So I'm going to subtract 2 pi from it, or subtract 14 pi, over 7 from it, and I would get 6 pi over 7. That's in radians, so that is the angle in standard position between 0 and 2 pi that's coterminal with that angle. They'll often ask you for two or more or something like that, and so you have more than one possible answer. Make sure that they are coterminal.